These habits can keep you trapped in a cycle of money problems, often without you noticing. If you recognize these thoughts and behaviors in yourself, it might be time to make some big changes. Otherwise, you risk staying stuck in constant financial stress and chaos. Recognizing that you have these financial patterns is the first step. These patterns might include things like impulsive spending, avoiding budgeting, or not saving for emergencies. If these habits sound familiar, it's important to address them. Ignoring these issues means you might continue to face the same money troubles repeatedly. Changing these habits doesn't mean you have to overhaul your life all at once. In fact, trying to make too many changes at once can be overwhelming and hard to maintain. Instead, start with small adjustments. For example, you could begin by tracking your expenses to understand where your money goes each month. This small step can help you identify areas where you can cut back and save. Welcome to Voice of Wealth. Here, we are dedicated to helping you learn everything you need to know about money, personal finance, and investing. Our mission is to empower you with the knowledge and tools you need to take control of your financial future. In our videos, we cover a wide range of topics designed to help you make smarter financial decisions. Whether you want to learn how to budget effectively, get out of debt, save for retirement, or start investing in the stock market, we've got you covered. We break down complex financial concepts into easy-to-understand lessons that you can apply to your everyday life. If you're interested in improving your financial future, make sure to subscribe to our channel. If you find this video helpful, please hit the like button. Believing that everyone struggles with money can mess with your mind and keep you from getting financially stable. This way of thinking can make you feel like it's normal to always be low on cash, always living paycheck to paycheck, and that everyone is barely getting by. It's easy to see why so many people fall into this trap. The thing is, bad news and negativity often get a lot of attention. They grab people's interest, leading to more views, clicks, and comments. This is true whether it's news articles, YouTube videos, or TikToks. The more you engage with these kinds of content, the more the algorithms show you similar stuff. And before you know it, you start believing that everyone is struggling just like you. You might not always notice people who are in the same situation as you but are actually doing really well financially. There are also people who are facing tough times but are still finding ways to succeed. You might see some positive videos about these situations once in a while, but they're not as popular because they don't make you feel strong emotions like anger or jealousy. When you get stuck thinking that things won't work anymore, it can really hold you back and keep you struggling. Maybe you know someone like this, always making excuses for why they can't get ahead. They might say things like, "Following advice from people like Dave Ramsey isn't practical. He's totally out of touch. No one can pay cash for a car anymore. Being in debt is just how life is now, and saving and investing like our grandparents did is impossible. How can I ever get ahead when I can't even afford to live?" Or they might get really upset about how expensive everything is. Rent costs too much, or jobs don't pay enough to cover expenses, and don't even mention how crazy expensive college is. It feels like there's always something or someone to blame. But thinking that nothing will ever work out just keeps you stuck. And the only person it's hurting is you. Believing that things won't work out for you just holds you back from finding solutions and making progress. It's like being trapped in a cycle of negativity that stops you from seeing the possibilities ahead. But with a positive mindset and determination, you can break free from this cycle and start making changes for the better. It's time to change your way of thinking. Instead of focusing on problems all the time, start looking for solutions. You might think that everyone is struggling to make ends meet, but that's not true at all. There are lots of people who are actually doing really well financially. And guess what? They might not be the ones you'd expect. Sure, some of them are high-powered executives, but they're not the majority. You'd be surprised to learn how much money other successful groups of people are making compared to those big shots. These include blue-collar workers, business owners, freelancers, and others who have chosen their careers wisely. You'd be amazed at how much money these folks are bringing in without doing anything out of the ordinary. Even the simplest of small businesses can make incredible amounts of money each month. It's not uncommon for a basic small business to make over $1,000 in profit every single day. So don't limit yourself by thinking that success is only for a select few. There are plenty of opportunities out there for those who are willing to seek them out. These successful individuals may not hold the prestigious title of CEO at a Fortune 500 company, but they're thriving nonetheless. They've managed to achieve financial success, enabling them to live in comfortable homes, take their families on luxurious vacations, purchase second homes, and make aggressive investments for their family's future. If you've ever thought that saving money, living comfortably, investing, and enjoying the finer things in life are beyond your reach, then they'll always seem unattainable. However, by acknowledging the success of others who have achieved these goals through hard work and smart financial decisions, you can start to believe that it's possible for you too. Have you ever heard a young person say they'll never be able to afford a house? It's actually a pretty common thing to hear. But here's the thing. How you think about these goals really matters. If you start off thinking they're impossible, then it's like shutting the door on any chance of success right from the start. This kind of thinking can stick with you and affect not just how you handle your money, but how you see life in general. When you believe that certain things are just too hard to achieve, you end up holding yourself back and missing out on opportunities to grow and succeed. That's why it's so important to challenge these beliefs and realize that with some effort, planning, and persistence, even the toughest goals can become possible. By changing your mindset from "no way" to "maybe I can," you open yourself up to a world of opportunities and a brighter financial future. When you keep believing that something is impossible to achieve, you get stuck in a rut where you don't see any reason to make a change. People start accepting their circumstances as permanent and end up not doing anything to improve their situation. They stick to the same old job that doesn't help them get closer to their goals, all the while complaining about their boss, how much they get paid, and their coworkers. And they maintain habits that keep them broke, like smoking cigarettes, drinking energy drinks, and eating junk food from the convenience store. They also make unnecessary purchases like buying brand new cars with really high payments and other stuff they don't really need, which keeps them stuck in place forever. I might as well order DoorDash for the 6th time this week. I'm never going to get ahead anyway. That kind of thinking just keeps them stuck in the same cycle, never making any progress. When someone has a victim mindset, they constantly blame external factors like the system being rigged against them for their lack of success. Instead of taking responsibility for their actions and trying to find solutions, they believe that they are powerless to change their situation. However, this way of thinking actually holds them back. By constantly blaming others, they fail to see how their own attitudes and behaviors contribute to their circumstances. This creates a self-defeating cycle where they feel stuck and unable to move forward. Moreover, this victim mentality leaves them feeling powerless, making it even harder for them to break free from this cycle and make positive changes in their lives. Essentially, by believing that they are victims of their circumstances, they prevent themselves from growing and improving their situation. When you change your way of thinking from focusing on negative feelings to being open to new possibilities, you give yourself a chance to move forward in a positive direction. Instead of just worrying about why you can't save money, you start taking real steps to actually save. For example, you might look at your daily spending habits and see where you can cut back. Maybe you decide to stop ordering lunch every day or think twice before buying an expensive car with a huge monthly payment. You can also think about ways to make more money, like finding a better paying job or trying out a different career. There are usually opportunities to trim expenses and save more money, no matter who you are. Changing your mindset from seeing obstacles as impossible to overcome to seeing opportunities all around you can reveal lots of possibilities you didn't notice before. This change not only helps you take action toward your goals, but also makes you feel more in control of your future. It might seem scary to make changes, but if you keep doing the same thing month after month, year after year, you'll always end up in the same place. So let's ask you a straightforward question. Are you ready to shake things up a bit? Are you willing to make some small sacrifices now to get ahead later? Are you open to looking at areas where you can improve, like saving money, paying off debt, setting up ways to earn money without working all the time, and living the financially free life you've been dreaming of? Or are you okay with staying right where you are, Take a moment to really think about it. Sure, staying comfortable might seem nice, but imagine all the possibilities if you took a chance on change. It's all about weighing the pros and cons, making some sacrifices now for big rewards later, or sticking with what you know even if there might be something better out there. In the end, it's up to you to decide. You can play it safe and stick with what you know, or you can take a risk and move toward a better financial future. You don't have to stay stuck struggling with money forever. Even making a small change in the way you think can set you on a better path and help you take small steps toward improvement. Start by challenging any negative thoughts you have about money and try to focus on the positive possibilities. Believe that you can grow and succeed. Just remember, if you do nothing, nothing will change. So, are you ready to take a chance and work toward a brighter financial future? It's all up to you.